This is why narcissists fail to keep their superiority. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have asked about, the telltale signs of narcissism. Narcissists are often driven by a relentless need to appear superior. It's not just a desire for them, it's a compulsion. They constantly strive to assert their dominance, belittle others, and remind everyone of their supposed superiority. But here's the thing. In their quest to be seen as superior, they often end up sabotaging themselves. In today's discussion, we'll explore how narcissists' relentless pursuit of superiority actually undermines their own well-being. By focusing solely on their own perceived greatness, they lose touch with their humanity and become less than decent individuals. I'll walk you through some of the behaviors that narcissists exhibit as they try to assert their superiority, and how these behaviors ultimately lead to their own downfall. It's crucial not to get caught up in their condescending messages, and I'm here to shed light on how you can navigate these interactions with clarity and strength. So if you're ready to delve into the complexities of narcissism and uncover the truth behind their need for superiority, let's jump right in. When someone starts believing they're better than everyone else, they get a kick out of causing pain in others. It's not exactly pleasant when someone looks down on you and thinks, "Hey, I found someone lower than me." That boosts my ego. So your misery becomes their joy. Does that sound like a good way to live? Definitely not. That's what I mean when I say they shoot themselves in the foot by acting that way. Moreover, they can't see anything good in you. It's like they only have two settings. You're either perfect or a total disaster. You're with them or against them. They can't see any shades of grey. They refuse to acknowledge that even though there might be some flaws, there are also good things about you. Nope, they can't go there. They can't see anything that doesn't fit their idea of being superior. They can't even see how their actions might have hurt you. They're blind to your humanity because they refuse to accept their own. Maybe you've struggled, maybe you've been frustrated dealing with them because they're so difficult and impossible to reason with. They don't see that. All they see is, well, you asked for it. They don't realize they're part of the problem too. But once again, they're blind to that. Moreover, when they see themselves as superior, they lose sight of your basic dignity. That's not just degrading for you, it's degrading for them too. When you can't see the worth of the person right in front of you, you're not being superior, you're being inferior. Now let's talk about animals for a moment. When animals taste blood, they want more of it. Similarly, when these supposedly superior narcissists get a taste of power, they become insatiable. It's like, I'm on top, and I need to stay there. And as they crave more control, they become increasingly unreasonable in their dealings with you. Moving on, they're so fixated on keeping you down that they refuse to acknowledge, let alone address, their own flaws. And trust me, they've got plenty. But they're so focused on maintaining their supposed superiority that they don't even bother to look at the one person they could actually improve, themselves. Their alleged superiority is fueled by contempt. Now ask yourself, is living a life fueled by contempt, hatred, and anger a mark of superiority? No way. It's just a recipe for self-sabotage. Moreover, they're stuck in their own arrogance. It's like they've signed a contract with their pride, but it's not just regular pride. It's this exaggerated, over-the-top kind of pride. It's like they think they're so special that they don't have to answer to anyone. That's how high they've put themselves up on a pedestal. But here's the thing. By insisting on being the ultimate, they've turned themselves into caricatures. They've become these distorted versions of reality, like characters in a cartoon. They've become a joke, but they're the only ones who don't get the punchline because they think they're the gold standard. And on top of all that, their superiority complex leads them to constantly judge everything and everyone around them. They don't understand love, acceptance, or kindness. It's all about where you rank on their imaginary hierarchy, and they have to be at the top. So when you look at these patterns they're stuck in, and they're so convinced that they're at the pinnacle, you can't help but think seriously. It just shows such a lack of self-awareness. Essentially, when we're talking about these folks, we're talking about someone who's completely lost touch with love. Their whole superiority complex throws any idea of emotional balance out the window. There's no balance when they're constantly trying to one-up others and put them down. So, right from the start, they're way out of whack. Their need to feel superior is just a cover-up for their own insecurities. They're feeling pretty inadequate themselves. But if they can make you feel even worse, then they think they've won something. It's like they're playing a game. But they're the only ones who don't realize it's a game they can't win. And they're clueless about it, like they don't even get that they should be thinking about this stuff in the first place. So when you're faced with a narcissist throwing all that superiority stuff your way, instead of letting it get to you or trying to change their mind, I hope you can just see how absurd it all is and not even bother getting caught up in it. If you start arguing back or begging and pleading with them, you're just playing into their game, and that's not something I want for you. There's no joy in trying to boost yourself up by putting others down. It's just not right, and I hope you can see that too. Every person deserves dignity, respect, and decency, like we always talk about here on our website and channel. I hope you can be the kind of person who sticks to that. And when the narcissist tries to claim all of that for themselves and say it doesn't apply to you, well, they're only hurting themselves in the end. I'm not saying that to gloat or anything, but I just don't want you to get dragged into their mess. So, here's how I see it. If I'm going to make a mistake, I'd rather err on the side of showing dignity and treating people with fairness and respect. But then the narcissist comes along and says, "That's not my style." I'm just like, well, guess what? You're missing out big time. You've turned yourself into this ridiculous caricature. You've lost sight of what really matters in life. Me, I'm steering clear of all that nonsense. I'm going to find my own happiness by helping others find theirs on equal footing. It's like giving you what I'd want for myself. And that's the way forward for me. With this newfound understanding, I trust you're moving closer to liberation from their grasp. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button for more insightful content headed your way. Anyone who believes belittling others is the path to success has not only lost their way with you but within themselves as well. They sabotage their own well-being without realizing it. Recognizing this bankrupt approach to life and choosing a better path can lead you to emotional stability they lack. Ultimately, I hope it guides you to find your own peace. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might benefit. Plus, check out the free book and one-on-one consultations available in the description to support your journey.